It's always the start of this which is always the trickiest. I don't know why. Do you feel awkward at first when you first say hello? It's like, hello, this is Stuart Craswell here. I am Stuart Craswell. Lovely to meet you. I'm recording myself because essentially we're just recording a conversation, but then we have to have some sort of formality.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Who are you?
I'm Liam Copeland, and I feel like I agree, but I also feel like before I start, I want to put on a performance. I want to be like, hello, how? But really, people probably just want, you're right, I do.
Yeah.
Just get shit on the roll.
Well, now we've got the I wouldn't say the pleasantries out of the way. I'd say the formalities.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really see it as a pleasantry. I don't know. Maybe it's pleasant for some people, but I wouldn't really see me as saying hello as a pleasantry. Depends who you are.
I'm very rarely pleasant to anyone in the world, so. What?
I just realised.
What?
Hello, sorry. I just got back from a holiday. I went to Sardinia for a week. It was very lovely. And I actually got Liam a souvenir.
And you left it at your mum's?
I left it at my parents' house. I didn't buy it. To be fair, I have a kind of
better. You know me so well.
I found it.
Oh, even cooler.
I have a bit of a policy when it comes to buying souvenirs.
Yeah, no.
It's essentially, if you've bought me a souvenir in the recent past, or given me a present in the recent past, then I'm going to get you a souvenir. Or if I'm sexually attracted to you, you will get a souvenir. Now, I'm afraid that you haven't fallen under either category, to be fair.
Just so you do know though, if it's a shell, I'm probably just going to throw it away.
It's not a shell.
Oh, okay.
It's from the beach though, but it's not a shell.
Unless it's a shark, I don't want it.
It's a live shark.
That'd actually be really cool.
I caught a great white shark.
No, I kind of want to know what it is, but also I don't, because I feel unless I have it in my hand, I can't do the old, like when your nan gives you a present, you're like, oh my god, this is amazing.
And then take it out and throw it in the bin.
Yeah. Because my nan literally has got me the same book 3 years in a row now.
Really?
Yes.
She gone a bit head mental.
And the worst thing is like, it's How to Play Like a Chelsea Player from 2008. And
what do you mean, How to Play Like a Chelsea Player?
That's generally what the book is.
What does that mean?
It teaches you how to play like a Chelsea player.
Surely to play like a Chelsea player, you just play for Chelsea.
Yeah, but I think she doesn't realise at 26, I think those days and that dream is kind of gone.
I still have ambitions of playing Test cricket for England, which we know from our previous podcast.
I don't feel that's going to come true.
Why not?
Because you don't play cricket at the moment.
I retired from all forms of cricket last season.
Yeah, see, I retired from football. I know the people more...
You still play football?
No, I manage.
You're a manager?
Yeah.
Have you got your
I'm a co-manager, I'm assistant manager.
Have you got your coaching badges?
I've got my full coaching badges. I've got my basketball coaching badges actually.
Basketball?
Yeah.
Did you say you hated basketball?
No, I love basketball.
No, that was my brother that said you hated basketball. Yeah,
I used to coach basketball for a living back in the day.
For a living?
Yeah.
The fact that you said for a living, I mean, if you said like I was an NBA coach, then you know. You wouldn't you wouldn't use the language, I was coaching for a living. Yeah, I was just getting by on $30 million a year.
No, but I was the equivalent in this country of the NBA.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was.
What?
I used to coach under 14s for London Leopards.
Really?
Yes.
Under 14s, London Leopards. So that's like Mickey Mouse over in America, isn't it?
No, because they have the special academy. I used to work every day.
Why don't you do that anymore?
Because I fucking hate kids.
Why do you hate kids?
Because, to be fair, like, a lot of them were like from the inner city and they were quite annoying. And I also was drinking a lot of the time, and I don't think they appreciated that all I wanted to do was put the Space Jam and sleep. And also they just...
I watched Space Jam the other day. It wasn't as good as like I remember.
It is. I'm not taking movie advice from you that says Jurassic Park 2 is better than Jurassic Park.
It is.
I mean, it's not.
We're following on from a discussion that we had earlier that wasn't being recorded. The issue is with these podcasts now is that I think both of us just think that we're constantly being recorded. So we have these conversations and then forget to actually mention during the podcast.
I genuinely get annoyed if I say something funny and people laugh and it's not being recorded now.
Well,
which is quite gay.
I was going to contextualise our conversation there. I went on a date yesterday with a lovely young lady, and we went and saw Jurassic World.
Jurassic
World.
Is,
isn't it? Jurassic World.
Jurassic World.
Not Jurassic Park 4.
No.
Jurassic
You've
World.
got to change it up a bit.
And I was saying that I found it thoroughly enjoyable and it was very good. And then we moved on to the fact that I thought it was better than the original, because I didn't really like the original, and the fact that I preferred the second Jurassic Park to the first one.
I don't even know what to say to it.
Why?
Alright, for one, you take away everything that's great about Jurassic Park, the first one, to the point that we'd never seen dinosaurs like that or anything like that, yeah? You take away that, yeah, nostalgia bit. A man gets eaten on a toilet. Yeah. That makes it a classic.
Right, yeah, but...
The fact of the matter is that it's so good.
Second one's got Pete Postlethwaite in it, though.
Second one's also got Vince Vaughn in it.
Vince Vaughn's a lad.
Vince Vaughn has played the same character for 45 years.
Not in Jurassic Park.
No,
he wasn't typecast in that.
So was.
No, he wasn't.
He's still, I reckon, if
he wasn't throwing parties in Jurassic Park,
I bet you
was
he probably was. He was just behind the camera.
Really?
That's the deleted scenes.
That's just his life then.
Do you know what? I just don't know how you can say it. Jurassic Park 1 is so good. Like, did you not get a bit of nostalgia? Alright, spoilers. Did you not get nostalgia feeling when they went back to the other half of the island with the old park?
Yeah.
Were you not like, oh my god, that's the old Jurassic Park?
I didn't quite understand that, because I thought it was a whole new island.
No, it was the same island, just different part. Obviously you weren't paying that much attention. You were too busy on this date, weren't you?
Too busy? No, because that was...
Hole in the popcorn kind of still, was it?
I was popcorn caddy at one point, but then I was put on the floor.
Are you sweet or salty?
Huh?
Did she ask you this?
Yeah, we had this conversation, yeah. And, I'm a salted man myself.
So am I.
But they were sweet.
Did you mix it up?
They were sweet.
You had two girls?
No, sorry. I don't want to...
Yeah, the person was...
The person asked me, am I sweet or salted? And I went salted. I knew you would say that, because she's a sweet fan.
Did you mix it up then both, or just...
No, we went sweet, obviously.
Gotta look after
me being the gentleman that I am.
Is she a fan of the podcast?
I don't know, actually.
She's not, I'll dump her. She's not dump her.
To dump someone, don't you need to be in a relationship to start with?
Have you not done that little thing where you go, get your mate to go, will you go out with Stuart, please?
You know?
Because I'll do it, I'll go over and talk to her if you want.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll find her.
You know, like when you're younger, and that was the protocol for, kind of, you'll go to a school disco where all the boys will be on one side and all the ladies will be on another. And your mate would go over to a girl and you'd see them talking, and then you'd see the boy just point at you, and then the girl would go and have like a little conference with her mates and go, alright then, why not? And then you dance with each other, but like 3 feet apart, just holding each other's waists. Yeah, no, that's.
I used to love it because it was Panda Pop time, weren't it? So, because obviously, your school must have been like mine. That the first school discos used to wear football shirts. All the boys would turn up in football shirts.
What did you wear?
Cricket top? Were you in all cricket whites?
With my fantastic style and sartorial elegance,
you made a crop top.
I was probably wearing some sort of cravat.
Because then it was football shirt, then Ben Sherman, then Nicholson tops, and then it was kind of wear what you actually want to wear in life.
Yeah, the thing, you know, when you had school non-uniform days, didn't you hate the kid that would turn up in a full football kit? He would have the socks, the shorts, the top.
I did it.
That was you.
I did it a couple of times. Because we were also the generation, people that are younger than us won't remember, but like when we were like in primary school, like years 5, 6, that whole like bright revolution came in where like you had the kappas with that used to pop, and everything had to be bright yellow or bright orange, nothing else. And you used to have the bright orange and yellow trainers, and I remember like everyone just used to rock up with that stuff, and now I look at it and go, what were we thinking?
I don't know. Everything's starting to go back that way again.
Yeah, they're all trying to be.
The thing that I never got is because I sort of look back in the 90s as just such a train wreck for style and fashion. That why are we harking back to that?
Yeah. Did you see? We were talking about Chris Evans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear? And I was annoyed that he's back on TV. New Top Gear host.
So everything has just become 90s now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
What? Is Tony Blair going to become Prime Minister again?
Big John Major's in at the moment.
It just doesn't make any sense.
John Major, He's starting to flirt with Wiener again.
I'd just like to say for our 2 listeners, which is me and you, I say this every time, if you can hear Tom Jones in the background, I was going to apologise for the music, but now the fact that it's Tom Jones, I think it's added a new element.
I want someone to revive. Do you remember, because that's the other thing, we were during the Tom Jones revival of Sex Bomb, Sex. I want someone to revive it again. They did that song
with the bird from Catatonia.
Yeah. And now she's like a presenter on...
I don't know, I just remember she shot... What is it? It's all over the front page. You give me road rage. Oh god, that was awful. How did they get away? How did they get away with that?
Do you know what song I always remember from my childhood that I like, but it's so bad, is that we could be anywhere but anywhere, run it down, whatever. And I'm just like,
I remember you listening to that.
Wasn't that
was that Desiree?
I don't even know.
She's like, money don't make my world go round.
No, I don't think it was that. But I like that song as well. And in the 90s, there were songs like that. Like, even Breakfast at Tiffany's, she said.
We're actually starting to like the 90s now, aren't we?
Oh, fuck, I'm going to like Chris Evans. As long as, if I'm Johnny Vaughan's probably going to be back soon.
Johnny Vaughan. Who's the one that I spoke about the other day? Richard Bacon.
Richard Bacon.
He's making a big comeback in a big way. He's not just doing streaky bacon anymore. What was he going to say? Have you got any actual life coaching lessons today?
I've got a life coaching lesson inspired by... Right, so if people know me, they realise I'm an idiot. And unfortunately, the reason why I've become so bitter over these years is because my life is just full of embarrassment and me looking like a twat without realising it. So my life coaching lesson really is... If you get... Oh, it's quite 90s. There's a 90s song as well. If you get knocked down, get back up again. Do you remember that song?
Yeah.
If you get knocked down...
Chumbawamba?
Yeah. One hit wonder. As I like
what are you talking about? I got their last album last week.
Did you actually?
No.
No.
I mean, yeah. I couldn't even carry on with that line.
It didn't work out.
Oh, God.
But, so basically, on Monday, I went to a first aid course for work.
Oh.
With...
Liam did this incredibly annoying thing that when I was away on holiday, my brother did it before we went away as well, that they go, I've got a great story for you. And you go, oh yeah, do go on. They go, I'll tell you later. And it drives you mad because you spend the rest of the time just racking your brains, just trying to think of every possible scenario, it could be.
The reason why I saved it was because we have a podcast.
Yeah.
So it's funnier if I tell the other 2 people that listen to this. Chelsea, there's your shout out.
Oh, hello Chelsea.
Molly, I guess, listens to it quite a lot, but now... Chelsea's probably going to... I said Chelsea's name 4 times now, so that she feels that she's better than Molly. But then Molly's probably going to complain, so this is awkward.
What if I say Molly?
And then I'll say Chelsea.
Molly.
Chelsea.
Molly.
Chelsea. Alright, you're scrappy at that.
Right, so tell us your story.
So that's why
is it me or is it really cold in here?
It's a bit cold in here, but...
Right, go on.
So I was at first aid course, and thanks to Alex Brewer, I've had this tash now for... a week. I lost another bet, so it's another week and a half I've got it.
Oh yeah, your moustache, which was alluded to at some point in a podcast.
So I've got another 3.5 weeks of this. I think it's 2.5. I'm not sure. I'm dying. But so I had to go first aid with this tash.
Hang on, you're dying
because of this tash.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were just sort of opening up there for a minute.
That's not the story.
Anyway, go on.
And so I already look like a bellend walking into this because this tash is horrendous. Basically, we're doing the practical bit. I don't know, have you done first aid?
No, but I like to pretend that I know first aid and practice on people that don't need it.
Sexy people?
Just anyone.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a metaphor for you getting it off with someone, but...
No, just literal.
What I have learned with first aid, like, first of all, is that a lot of things can fucking kill you.
Yeah?
You're like, I'm now fully qualified first aider. I don't want to fucking practice it ever.
No?
If someone hurts themselves, I think I'm just going to walk away. I think that goes against the code I took on Monday, but...
Did you take an
oath? I
oath?
ain't Batman.
Did you? If you took an oath?
You have to.
No, you don't.
You do.
What is this?
I ain't Batman, though.
What is this, a Knights Templar of first aid? That's just weird.
But like, so I'm doing the practical bit, I get up, and my jeans rip. But not a little rip.
Was it in a comical kind of way? Like
yeah, it was. I could see the funny
side
of it. Yeah, it did the big noise. And it wasn't a little rip, it was basically from the top of the jean to the bottom of the jean, right on my groin. Now, I'll be honest, I couldn't find so I was looking for underwear that day.
Hang on, when did it rip?
During the day. But that morning, I luckily, basically, I washed all my clothes the night before, and all my underwear wasn't dry. Luckily, Luke, who picked me up, was running half an hour late, so I got to dry some underwear. Because otherwise, I was going to go commando.
Oh,
but I had boxers on, luckily. But I had to tie. I was like a proper little hipster, and I had to tie my jacket round my front, and so that people basically wouldn't see my pimple and my ball sack. So, but the lesson is, I carried on and I passed.
Hey.
But basically, I was very embarrassed and I cried.
To be fair, I only just bought new jeans the other day because I've been walking around for 6 months with a massive hole in my crotch. To be honest, it doesn't really bother me that much.
No, but I mean, there was hard. There was no
there's such a two separate scenarios that you put together to try and make into a life coaching lesson. If you rip your jeans, then still go on a first aid course. That's bollocks. That's not a life coaching
carry
lesson.
on, just get up.
I
got knocked down and I got back up again.
I've just thought of one basically, a life coaching lesson.
Because once again, this is
which isn't like if you look out a window to make sure you don't end up in a plane crash. Because that's basically as relevant as your one that you just said.
Just in case people didn't know, Stuart came back from holiday yesterday, but apparently his ego has just arrived. So let's go back to the Stuart show.
I was actually in holiday mode for the past day and a half, and finally, I do think my ego has just caught up with me.
It's just coming. Sorry, Liam came up with an idea and it just gets thrown away. Yeah. I'll just go back to being the miserable one.
Right, let's go back to talking about me. What was I? Yeah, right. So I've thought of.
Go on then.
I thought of something.
Oh, jelly.
Jelly? What's that reference to?
It's your fucking gels that you got because you're a fucking woman.
Do you mean these beautiful this footwear that I'm wearing right now, which is actually in Liam's face?
Like
I've painted my toenails black as well. Just thought I'd let everyone know.
The thing is, did you shave your feet?
No, these cover up my hairy feet brilliantly. Brilliantly, sorry. What I was going to say is, I think I did actually allude to these at some point, but I did allude to these on social media. I took a picture of them, and there was a slight bit of controversy regarding them.
So they were girls because they are.
Well, no, I was. They do blur the lines of heterosexuality a little bit.
I genuinely
would warrant that.
If I looked from calf below, and admittedly it'd be a very unattractive woman's feet.
Well, they're lovely and tan.
You have hobbit feet, and I would genuinely be thinking, oh, I'm sitting next to a lady. And then I look up, and I see the hair, and I see the woman's shirt that he's got on as well, and the painted nails, and I think, oh, but maybe just a very bearded lady. Is that your new look? Circus bearded lady.
Right, I would just like to say, I am wearing jellies right now. Everyone who is listening, I've had to justify these, but I've justified them in the fact that I looked incredible in them. I mean, in the rest of my ensemble, which we're going to call it, I'm wearing a floral patterned kind of light shirt, which Liam, when he first saw it, actually really liked it. But then Then he found out that it was actually supposed to be.
No, see, it doesn't bother me that it's for ladies because I've known you long enough, and I do like it. It looks very nice. Trust me when I say this. The shirt on its own, is very nice. The gels or jellies look fucking ridiculous.
No, they don't. They look amazing.
Stop putting them on your face. Right?
Look at them.
Literally, you look like a 5-year-old that mum has dressed them. Do you know what I mean?
Right. The issue that I've got here right now is, I mean, the time that we just spent talking about me, which is never time wasted to be honest, I've completely forgotten what I was about to say in regards to anything. Oh, I'd also just like to say we'd had a couple of... How weird is that? Right, I was literally I was literally just about to say we've had a couple of constructive criticisms about our location where we sat in the previous podcast because I get far too distracted far too easily when people walk past the pub, and I was literally just about to go, so we've changed location so I don't get so easily distracted. So I literally just saw someone that I just knew walk past as I was about to say that. How weird is that?
Do you know what's even weirder? Construction is going on across the
there is the same fenced off.
Maybe that's just like an alternative universe where we're actually there.
Mother Nature always knows.
Mother Nature knows what it's doing.
To be honest, I thought you were going to pick up on the fact that I just said Mother Nature knows, and that's like a man-made hole out there.
I got it, but I thought you would enjoy explaining it to me and everyone else so much more.
So,
I've learned my life.
I think my life coaching lesson was going to be...
Shut the fuck up, Lou.
No, you know when... you know those girls?
I know girls, yeah.
But those girls that refer to themselves who say they're not like other girls.
Oh yeah, and they always are.
Yeah, they really wind me up.
Yeah.
How do we turn this into a life coaching lesson? All girls are the same. How do we...
boys are the same as well. I know so many boys that are like, oh yeah, I'm not like other guys, I never cheat on girls. And then literally, they cheat on the girls. So I think it's just human nature to be a twat. Just embrace it, then.
Well, that's wrapped up pretty quickly.
But yeah, I feel that it's just. Do you know what I mean? I've been quite annoyed this week actually.
Oh, I've got another one. Oh my god, sorry. Before it gets too depressing with this music on in the background.
I love this song.
Do you love this? Why
love this
good.
Song.
I'm so happy for you right now.
Go on, tell me your life lesson.
I've got another one, right?
Yeah.
Right. Calling it banter doesn't make up for your shit sense of humour.
Yeah. I hate the word banter. I genuinely hate it. I don't know where it came from. It has only been around for 6 years.
But you know, certain words have like a shelf life and they get bored and overused. Like when, like literally 2005, everyone kept saying mint when something was good, and that wore out. And and it always itself out. Why is banter still not worn out?
I don't know. And it's become like a thing that like people go to me. I'm like, oh, how does that? What's that person like? Oh, you like them? They've got well good banter. I'm like, just mean they're funny. Yeah, just say they're funny then.
But no, because when they say the banter, it just means they're taking piss out of each other, and they're not funny enough to actually realise it.
And I want to categorically think anyone that thinks that I have good banter, I'm not. I don't like you. I'm just being a dick, and you don't realise it. Because I genuinely, that's the true thing about me. People try and say about me, and I'm like, no, I don't have banter. This isn't a joke. If I call you a cunt, I think you're a cunt. The only difference is I can be bored enough to look at myself and go, yeah, I am as well. I don't think people embrace themselves enough. Matt Hammond has taught me to embrace people, embrace what I am.
And not to watch the news.
Not to watch it. I've been watching the news though.
You have been?
Yeah, because those people died in Ireland. It made me a bit sad for my heritage. So.
They died in LA, didn't they?
Yeah, but they were Irish.
So they died in LA?
Everywhere's Irish.
Everywhere's Irish. Yeah, no, that was quite sad. I was while I was away in Italy, of all the TV channels and whatnot, they're all Italian. Bloody hell, yeah. I know, absolute outrage. Bloody foreigners in their own country watching their own language.
Talk to Nigel Farage.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna bring that up in a sec. The only channel of my native tongue was BBC World News, which is quite good actually. It has adverts.
Oh, is that the one with?
Which is slightly bizarre, but
Eamon Holmes in the morning.
No, that's that's Sky News.
Oh yeah.
That was covered quite a lot. Also, the zoo in Georgia.
Oh, I don't know about this.
Do you not?
No.
Oh, it's actually a really sad story, but it's kind of all your childhood fantasies after watching Jumanji come true. So there was a flood in Georgia, which led to loads of animals in the zoo getting free. Yeah. Quite a few drowned, which is quite sad. But so there was like hippopotamuses and bears and tigers all just wandering around the capital of Georgia. Which is really cool. But then I found out like they managed to get a couple of hippos back, but then the tiger attacked one person and killed another one, so they had to kill it. So it's quite sad, really.
I always think they shouldn't kill it. That's what a tiger does.
Yeah. No, that was our fault. I thought, well, it's cool. You know, that's why it's there. You put it in a cage, you let it free.
It's the same as you remember a couple.
This is the plot from Jurassic Park, because the thing's in captivity and it goes bananas, doesn't it? Yeah. See?
But the thing
is, Jurassic World. Sorry.
A couple of years ago, Jurassic Park as well. I think they've all markedly got the same. you know what I mean? It's not a complex between the 3 or 4.
Yeah,
but like, let's be like a couple of years ago when they were talking about that fox that snuck into someone's house and killed. You left your door open. It's a fox. It's going to kill whatever it can get. It's a fox.
Yeah.
I don't kill all foxes. They're animals. I mean, just because we've decided to do it more civilised and go, oh yes, we're going to cook this bit of pig.
Well, we could go very sort of philosophical right now and say we're the biggest animals of them all.
We are.
We're the most dangerous.
We are.
Yeah.
Well, apart from Daddy Longlegs.
Is that? I'm still yet to know if this is a myth or not. The whole idea is that Daddy Longlegs is the most venomous creature in the whole world, but it doesn't actually have teeth big enough to pierce the skin on a human to administer this venom.
But apparently it's like it kills other insects and animals.
You know, hang on. Right, what are we gonna? I keep getting.
I've got a cool thing.
Sorry, go on.
I've got a cool thing about an animal. I don't know what it's called, so I have to look it up the next time. There's a spider that when it bites you, gives you an erection for 6 hours. Doesn't kill you, gives you an erection. Now I want that shit about every day. That's the spiders we need in this country.
Are you suffering from?
I'm not even joking.
Are you suffering from? No, that's not my issue. Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction?
If I can get an erection, I can't. I don't know about you, Stuart. I know you've got a quite big libido, but I don't keep an erection for 6 hours. Alright? Like, I'm not saying that I don't get one. I'm saying 6 hours is a long time. And if you can keep hard for 6 hours without Vaseline and icing every 5 seconds, you're a very good man, in my opinion, and every woman should be after you.
Yeah?
Genuinely.
Okay.
Because 6 hours is a long time. That's like some sting shit. Are you into tantric sex then? Is that what it is?
Yes, that is it.
Imagine you being. Do you do yoga?
No, I don't. I know.
You want to, don't you? I can tell by your cheeky little smile.
Oh,
you really want to.
Because we were having this conversation earlier when obviously we thought that we were being recorded again.
You come back looking like The Rock.
The fact of my sobriety, day 27 now.
Yeah.
And I found other means to spend my time, and so I've been going to the gym.
The rock body is coming.
I completed a running machine the other day. I was running on it for about 40-45 minutes, and then it just stopped. So I assumed that I just won the running machine. I beat the running machine, so that was always good.
What was your prize?
Self-satisfaction. No, so going to join the gym, and what else did I do? Had a Turkish bath and a sauna. So I had a Turkish bath, then a sauna, then back into the Turkish bath again, which I found thoroughly enjoyable.
I quite like the way you went on holiday and you could have done stuff you could have done in England.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to carry on. No, but
like,
I discovered my love for them, so now I'm going to do them in England.
Did you ever go on holiday with someone abroad? Like family, friends, or like your mate's parents, and then they spent every single day just in the English pub in Spain, and you were like, we could have done this at home. Is there no paella for me?
I'm very glad you just brought that up, actually. This was actually kind of in the back of my mind while I was going away to Sardinia. I mean, Sardinia is lovely because it's quite well, it's a holiday destination, but it's not a stereotypical one, so it's very beautiful. And
tranquil.
Yes. But what I was thinking is, you know, this sort of this fear that many people have of foreigners coming over here and, you know, forcing their culture upon us and all this sort of thing. And we get really wound up and slightly worried and slightly xenophobic that people are coming over here and forcing their culture upon us. But when it comes to August, we'll happily go over to Marbella or Magaluf and order a roast dinner at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It seems like 6 of
I feel
one,
people
half dozen of the other.
There's a place called Costa del Sol that pretty much is England in Spain.
Yeah, so
I think people also forget that America was us going over there and going, this is our land now. We kind of invented it.
We invented land.
Yeah, but it's true though. Even as you look at Australia, that's us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the thing. And
isn't that what the Boer Wars were all about in Africa?
I just know they're fucking criminals, especially that Ed that works in O'Neill, scumbag.
I'd moved on to Africa.
Oh, Africa.
Ed, you're Australian, by the way. Just to let you know, don't let Liam steal your heritage.
But you do sound South African. That annoys me.
Does he?
Yeah,
hey, Schweppes, I'm a racist. Do you know what I found weird?
Do that again.
Ah, Schweppes, I'm a racist. So, I was thinking this the other day. I have quite a checkered past when it comes to former romances.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say I've got a checkered past when it comes to racism.
No.
I thought you were about to go. I was in the Hitler Youth.
And I was. There was a point in my life. I suppose I just left uni, and I wasn't at the happiest point in my life. And I started going out with this young lady.
Yeah.
She was South African. Oh. Incredibly attractive young lady. Very, very lovely and very beautiful. Well, I thought not lovely. Sorry, she was very beautiful. And the thing is, I was at this phase of my life where I was sort of drinking a lot and doing a lot of drugs and all that sort of thing. So my self-esteem was quite low. And we got onto the topic of her native country, South Africa, obviously.
And you went apartheid. Very much.
She openly supported the apartheid.
But I know
at this point, alarm bells weren't ringing in my head. I was just thinking, oh, she is pretty though, isn't she? She's got lovely boobs. That's all I was thinking. I wasn't thinking, oh my God, I've got a girlfriend who openly supports the apartheid.
To be fair, I am the least racist human being probably ever. I genuinely feel equality for everyone, but you got to remember, they were raised to think like that. Like you think that we all know that racist kid that his dad thinks it, so he thinks it, or he thinks it's okay to do racist jokes because his dad does.
Yeah.
They were raised to think like that.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like
this is your whole nature versus nurture argument.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like she just went. Her parents were like, no, stop the apartheid. She went, fuck you. I agree with this.
So I think
kill Mandela.
I think to sum up this conversation, Australian Ed, you're Australian, and if you're South African and you support the apartheid, just make sure you're incredibly attractive at the same time.
The one thing I will say, racism has brought us, or race awareness
brought us together.
No, it's some really funny things. Like if you ever speak to an American and you go, oh, who did you vote? Did you vote for Obama then? Or who did? And they will literally go, no, but I'm not racist. It's like straight away so scared. And I think that's really funny.
I had the other day at work. Which I think sums up sort of a certain demographic of people. There's I think it was a group of politically correct travellers came in.
Vikings?
Yes.
Scumbags?
Sorry, anyway.
No houses.
Anyway, so...
Gypsies? In fact, gypsy
women. One of them, incredibly stereotypically sort of blokey, blokey, bloke.
Hey, you want my dad?
They didn't have thick Irish accents though. But one of them went to me because I served him and sort of smiled and all that, obviously as you have to do.
Yeah.
And he went, "You've got very lovely teeth." And I went, "Oh, thanks." But then there was a slight pause there. And he went, "But I'm gay or nothing." I thought that didn't even cross my mind. You didn't have to justify your sexuality to me by saying that I have nice teeth. I mean, saying that I have nice teeth. What are you expecting? A blowjob? Like I don't really understand what.
Could you please rub your teeth on my window?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you said I've got nice teeth, I wasn't going to go around the other side of the bar and give them a hand shandy. Yeah. Like, that's just ridiculous.
Dutch rudder.
A Dutch rudder. What's a reverse Dutch steamboat? I heard that the other day.
What's that?
We're going to have to look it up after this. Anyone else, look up what a reverse Dutch steamboat is. Good luck.
Yeah. I think, so really, the life lesson today is no life lesson, just be yourself.
No, we've got several.
We've got several.
Yours,
don't be racist.
Yours is...
if I get knocked down...
Don't rip your trousers and go to a first aid course on the same day. Right, okay, sorry.
That was just a story. You're not getting the full thing about it.
Right, okay, sorry.
Right, so the prime example is, you just said, one point in your life, you had low self-esteem, you were doing bad decisions and bad things, but you got back up, and now you're all happy with high self-esteem.
I am.
So you got back up. So, fuck you.
Okay. Oh, I don't know how to react to that. Okay, so thank you, Liam. We've learned that. We've learned that people that say they're not like other people are charlatans.
Yeah, boys and girls.
Racism is a matter of education.
Yeah. And logic, if I'm honest. 'Cause I don't know if you've noticed, we are all the same. Like, it's quite I hate to be that guy, yeah, but a guy born in Africa and a guy born in England, do you know what the difference is? That his parents happen to give birth in that country.
There you go, on a different piece of land.
Like, if you're actually, and the thing is, like, I'm sorry, do you know what? I watched Italian Job the other day. Now, that's a patriotic movie. Like, the guy's like, Queens all over his wall. We ain't America. We ain't countries like that. If I'm honest, we don't give a fuck about England. We just act like we do. Yeah? We are not a patriotic country. And do you know what? I don't really want us to be, because that ruins everything that we are. We are awkward human beings that don't like really talking to strangers. And to be polite is an effort. And I think that's what we need to keep being. I'll run for government.
Well, that was... Are you throwing your hat into the presidential race at all in America? Because that kind of what it felt like. I mean, there's enough of them. Donald Trump did it, and that's enough of a joke, so why don't you do it?
Well, we got Boris Johnson over here.
Yeah.
The difference is America's actually retarded, so it's fine for them to get George Bush. But we actually chose Boris Johnson because it was funny. And then all he's ever done is... We've got so political already, but all he's ever done is taken things that Ken Livingstone did and put his name on it, like the Boris Spikes. Ken Livingstone brought them in, just so everyone understands. The Olympics, Ken Livingstone again, but Boris just takes all the credit. And he's a fucking idiot. The only thing he's ever done is slag of Liverpool, and I quite like that.
He's written a lot of books. He's incredibly well educated.
Yeah, but he can't afford a haircut.
Well, do you not think that this is...
I think it's an act, if I'm honest.
Well, it's just to disarm the fact that... Sorry, I'm not going to get political.
Yeah, we won't get political. We will leave it because...
I had another life coaching lesson. What was it?
Don't get political.
Yeah. Well, no, that'll do. Right.
Yeah, peace out.
Oh, thank you. Oh, no, hang on. How am I turning this off? The stop button. Do you reckon that's
stop
good?
or pause or notes, choose. This
stop.
is potluck.
Thank you for listening.